Every real estate agent dreams of one day making 6 and 7 figures per year, but the problem is they don't know where to start, right? You know you need more appointments, you know you need more leads, you know you need more closed deals. However, you're not sure what should be done first and how to actually get there. And in this video, I'm going to show you the first step you need to take and the first thing you need to understand before you can become a successful real estate agent. And it all starts with one thing, which is knowing your numbers. Right? Every single business needs to understand their business math. And as a real estate agent, there are simple things you need to understand, numbers you need to set in order for you to be able to hit your goals, hit your targets, and close more deals. Now, the good thing about it is that it's really easy to understand. It's simple to do, but you'd be surprised how many real estate agents don't do this. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you an exact worksheet we use in our coaching programs that you can actually input your numbers in, and it will give you a roadmap of what you need to be doing, how many leads you need to be generating, and we'll break it down all for you. But we'll go through that at the end of this video. But all you really need to do is 3 main things, right? How many leads do you need to be generating at the top of your funnel? How many appointments do you need to set out of the leads you've generated? And lastly, how many deals do you need to close out of the appointments you've set? And there really isn't much more to it. Let's actually break that down. I'm going to jump into my computer. I'll actually show you step by step of how we can break this down together to give you a perfect example. And then you can start doing your own numbers and figuring out what your roadmap is to success. So let's jump right in.
So the first place you want to start is how much commission generated income do I want to make this year? Okay, so this is your big goal for the year. So what you want to do here is, for example, let's say we want to make 200,000 in commission generated income. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, how are we going to get to this goal? And we're going to slowly break this down step by step to figure out how we can get there. Now, the second thing we have to do is understand what is the average price of property in my area that I will be selling or listing. Okay, and for example, we're putting in, for the sake of it, $350,000 as the average price of property in my area. Okay, now that we have this, we can move on to the next step. Now, the next step is going to be how much commission do I take from each sale? Now, let's say, for example, it's 5%, let's say it's 2%, you'll put in whatever your number is in here. Okay, so now we have end goal, what we want to make in this year, what the average property price is, how much commission I'm generating, and the next step is to understand how many homes do I need to sell. Okay, so the way we work this out is the average income on a sale would be $17,500 based on the 5% on the 350, division by the 200,000, which is our main goal. And that gives us 11. So if we sell 11 homes, if we close 11 deals, we are going to hit our goal of $200,000 this year, right? Now, we move down to the next stage, which is how many appointments do I need to set? If you're closing at a rate of 30%, you need to understand your conversions, which we can figure out at a later stage, because these will fluctuate and change based on your market, based on who you are, based on what you're trying to sell, right? So if I set X amount of appointments, how many of them will translate into a sale? And if your close rate is 30%, we're saying we'd need to set 37 appointments. So if we set 37 appointments, we'd be able to close 11 deals at a 30% close rate, right? Now we can go into more of these details at a later stage, but just stay with me here. Now the next thing we do is, once we understand how many appointments we need to set, we need to understand how many leads do we need to generate, right? How many leads do I need to generate to be able to set 37 appointments? Now, the way we do this is through 2 things. There's leads that you know, because we distinguish between 2 types of leads. There's the leads that you know, which are your friends, your family, your close circle, your level of influence, whoever it may be. And then there's also leads that you don't know. Now, this is through cold outreach, to cold paid traffic, whatever it may be. For example, running ads on Facebook, running ads on Google, cold people, like people that you don't know. And the way we typically calculate this is that for every 12 people, you close 2 of leads that you know, if you have the correct follow-up systems and the correct communication systems, and you close 1 out of 50 for leads that you don't know. Okay, now we have these conversion rates for ourselves and for our clients. However, these are only going to be acceptable if you have the correct follow-up systems, contact systems, and you're keeping in contact with these leads, you're nurturing leads into sales, but we'll go to that in another video. Okay, so if I manage to create, and if I manage to generate 1,036 leads this year, through leads I know, through paid ads, through whatever it may be, networking, I'd be able to set 37 appointments, right? So the way we think about it now is that how many leads do I need to contact each week, right? So leads contacted per week, based on how many weeks there are you're working in a year, which is 52. So all you need to be doing on a weekly basis is generating 19 leads, contacting 19 leads, speaking to 19 leads, following up with 19 leads. whatever it may be. But every single week, you have to put in 90 new leads into your system, into your database, for you to be able to start working on them and closing them into appointments. And that's pretty much it. That's where you start from. Now, instead of looking at your big goal, 200,000, and saying, okay, how the hell am I going to get there? Now you know exactly where you need to start. You need to be able to hit 19 leads per week. If you are hitting 19 leads per week, that means you're going to be able to set 37 appointments. And out of those 37 appointments, you're going to be able to close 11 deals. And out of those 11 deals, you're going to be making 200,000. And that's pretty much a simple step-by-step guide to actually how this works. Now, we can go into more details. We can understand all the details about how each one works. However, from a high-level point of view, these are the steps. And we'd like to work it backwards because now we have an action plan. Now we know all I need to do every single week is generate 90 leads, which doesn't seem to be that hard. Okay, when you actually put 1,036 leads throughout the whole year, it seems like a big number. However, when you break it down into the amount of weeks you work in a year, it's just 19. All you need to be doing is focusing on this number. If you're not putting in 19 leads into your database every single week, you know you're doing something wrong. You know you need to focus more on lead generation. You know you need to work on your ads. You know you need to work on your outreach. You know you need to work on your cold call, whatever it may be. Whatever your strategy is to actually generate leads, you have to be hitting your numbers here, your weekly number of 19. So basically that's it. If you want to hit your goal, now you know what you need to be doing. You need to be able to be generating 19 leads per week, 1,036 leads per year, setting 37 appointments, closing 11 of those appointments into sales, and making $200,000 this year. So if you click on the link at the bottom of this video or in the comment section, you can actually get access to our free game plan blueprint. This is the exact blueprint we use and the roadmap we use to train all our real estate agents in our program. All you're going to be doing is putting in your commission objective, the price of homes in your area, the commission rate you actually generate, and then all you have to do is figure out how many seller leads you want to make and how many buyer leads you want to close. And this will automatically fill out how many leads you need to be generating on a weekly basis. It's super important that you update your conversion rates to match your own, because your conversion rates are going to show you what's not working for you, what you need to improve, and how you can actually close more deals. So that's it for today's video. Subscribe down below for more videos like this. Next video we're going to be posting is going to be about how to actually start generating leads. So now you understand the roadmap. Now you understand exactly how many leads you need to generate. So in the next video, I'm going to explain to you what type of ads you can run, the different types of lead generation for you to actually start filling up your funnel from the top point of view, so you can actually start closing more leads.